Terry Cwik from the Salem Area Historical Society. Welcome, Terry.
Thank you.
Now, it's not been very long since we last spoke with you, so
Correct.
We talked a lot about the purpose and mission of the Historical Society, but let's just give a brief snippet of what that's all about before we jump into some of the events.
Okay, our motto is that we want to preserve the past for the future, and we do that by accomplishing a mission, and our mission is to discover, collect, and preserve any items or information that talks about the history of Salem,
right,
and then to use that information to teach and the people of Salem and to have them appreciate their history.
Very cool.
And that's our goal. And in doing that, as I said last time, we acquired the school that's on the corner of North Territorial and Godfredson in Salem, the South Salem Stone School. We renovated it. That's now our headquarters. And we went after and achieved it historic district designation in Washington County for
Very
it,
cool.
along with the associated Dickerson Barn that's on the corner.
And that was recently renovated, or maybe it has been a little while, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been about 6-7 years since we finally renovated it. And last year we won the Barn of the Year award. Actually,
really?
2 years, because 2021.
I did not realize it was a Barn of the Year award.
Barn of the Year award. And the other very interesting part about our Historical Society, we just finally got approved by the Michigan Historic Commission to get a historic marker.
Oh, really? Very
Yes,
cool.
and so the text has been finalized, and now we're in the process of getting the historic marker built for us. And hopefully sometime this year, we'll actually get the marker and get it installed on our property.
Very cool. So, now, obviously, it's not just about the barn, the property, and so forth, but there's events that you host. So, any events that you have coming up that you'd like to talk with us about?
Of course,
tonight?
we always have great events coming up.
Very cool.
And if you ever want to find out and keep abreast of what we do, you can either send an email to us, and that email address is salem_area_hs@yahoo.com.
Okay.
Or you can go to our website, and that's sahshistory.org. Or you can find us on Facebook. Just search for Salem Area Historical Society. Any one of those methods will keep you abreast of what we're doing.
Simple enough.
But usually we have a meeting the first 5 months, every fourth Wednesday of the month.
Okay.
And coming up in March, we have a talk from Tobin Burke about the most dangerous women.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and that's a talk about the women that were housed in Dehoko, which is the old prison on 5 Mile that's no longer there. And so that should be an interesting talk. He wrote, this is from a book that he wrote a while back, and he will introduce you to some of the dangerous women.
Good to know.
And that is at 7 p.m. on the fourth Wednesday of March, which is March 22nd.
Well, that's coming up pretty soon.
Yes, and that'll be in the Salem Township Hall on 6 Mile.
Okay.
And then we have our next event a month later, fourth Wednesday of April, which is the 26th, at 7 o'clock. And there we have an author and a historian, Russell Dorey.
Okay.
He's coming in to talk about a book that he wrote that's entitled They Put America in Air. And he's going to read excerpts from his book. It's about the aerospace industry.
Okay.
And he's going to be talking about the Wright brothers, Bill Boeing, and Donald Douglas.
Oh, very cool.
Of the
names that sound familiar if you're somewhat familiar with planes, but obviously people behind those names.
Right, and his book is fictional, but he used history context to have conversation between these people. So it's not just a history reading; it's more like a play. And he's written one in the auto industry, and now he's done one in the airplane industry. So we're looking forward to that on that fourth Wednesday of April.
Okay. And I know you have another special one coming up, but what's the next one on the list here?
Well, the next one is an event that we've held every year. It's our community-wide yard sale.
Yes.
And that'll be in May, the Saturday, the 20th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
That'll be on our historic grounds there at North Territorial and Curtis Roads. And anybody who wants to can be a vendor. They can say, I want to take my yard sale stuff, and we set up or you basically purchase a 12-foot by 12-foot area to show your wares, and then the people come by, hopefully, and pick up stuff that you think, we call it trinkets to treasures.
I like
that. So you're trying to sell your stuff to someone who hopefully thinks it's a treasure.
Exactly.
And we've been doing it almost every year, and it's a pretty successful event for us. It's also a fundraiser because you have to pay to rent your space.
Exactly.
That's where we get the money from. And then the last thing that we have coming up is our meeting in May, which again, fourth Wednesday. This time it would be May 24th. And This is a speaker. He's going to talk about the Great Salem Train Wreck of 1907.
Interesting.
Which is
because given what's going on in Ohio right now, there's a great train wreck down there, but
yes.
historically speaking, there have been train wrecks as well.
Yes, and this was the most deadly train wreck in the state of Michigan's history.
Interesting.
It happened where a train was coming from Plymouth and one was leaving Salem, and they collided on the curve about where the landfill is now located.
Really interesting.
And, it was coming from Ionia,
okay.
And they head-on collision. And
wow.
Back then, the cars were not built to sturdy as they are today, and derailed, and the passenger train just had lots of deaths and injuries.
Interesting. Wow, wow. So
that should be an interesting talk.
Right.
Also. So that's the upcoming spring activities that we have planned.
So you keep it very busy then.
We do. We like to keep people interested. We're always looking for volunteers to help us with our events, and also with this new project that we have coming up with regards to the historic marker that we're going to put up. So if you're interested, again, contact us either by our email or our website. Either way, we're glad to see you. All our events are open to the public. Anybody's welcome to attend. So
very
hope
cool.
to see you at one of our events.
Awesome, Terry. Well, thanks for coming out here tonight.
It's my pleasure.
Talking with you.
Thank you.